Sun popped back out, heated up, like it does everywhere. I expect this time of year. You know, it's funny how random a day can be. We get up in the morning and I make a plan. I try to make a plan before I go to bed every night. But I've been around long enough to know that you don't get too upset if it don't work. But I started this morning. I knew what I wanted to do today, and I had it worked out in my head how I wanted to do this video, but that wasn't the way it worked. I started out wanting to you'll see what I started out wanting to do, and you'll see where I ended up. And it's just, the video is very random, just like my day was very random. And here it is, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's dried back out enough. I need to come down here at the pond and weed eat a little bit. But it's so hot, I just don't think I'm going to. I might do it when the sun gets over a little, starts throwing some shadows. Got just a little bit too wet down there to do my carrots and stuff today. I'll have to do that another day, Lord willing. But I tell you what, guys, I enjoy making these videos. I really do, and I feel like that I'm getting more of the swing of what I want to do and how I want to put these videos together. And like I said, I'm going to build my library. Don't forget, if you enjoy the video, watch the video. If you enjoy it, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and I'll know what to keep doing. I won't know how to correct these unless I got your help. Thank you a lot. And morning, guys. We're gonna get started today on our fall crops. I'm gonna turn my garden back under. I got a little bit of work to do right here today. Some odd man chores that I've really been too hot to do, and I haven't got them done at all. But we're going to start today. I'm going to make a few carrot hills and try to get those out. Get the ground prepped for some other things that Nancy's got in seed trays ready to go. We're going to pick some green beans today and take them to the house and break them and string them. And I'm going to show you guys how we make fried green beans. Fried green beans. You may do it, may not. People say, what's a fried green bean? You ever eat a fried potato? It's a green bean, fried like a potato. Hope you guys enjoy the show. Stick with us. Don't forget to give us a like, a share, subscribe, leave a comment. Let's get on with our day, guys. On your plants, your seeds, buy from reputable seed dealers, reputable greenhouses. And here's what still happens whenever you're getting at a reputable, at a greenhouse that is a good greenhouse. Now here's what you still get. Now here's what we got into. These little peppers right here, out in front of Nancy. These 4 right here, well, all the way down actually, we're supposed to be in sweet banana. It was really hard to find sweet banana peppers for some strange reason here in Kentucky. You couldn't find a sweet banana pepper. You could find a Wonder. You could find a hot jalapeno. But we like our sweets, to make pickled sweet banana peppers. You couldn't find them, so we found them, fortunately. We was tickled to death to get them and found them at a good greenhouse. Here's what we got. Now, these don't look like any sweet banana pepper I ever grew. They ain't no wax banana anyway, if they're any kind of a sweet, and they're, that's what we're looking at. I mean, they're bearing good, and they're a really tasty pepper, but you know what they look to me like? They look like them pepperoncinos that you get with the pizza, and you can buy jars of them at Kroger. They look like them pepperoncinos, but they're good, but we don't always get what we think we're getting. So don't be too upset if we don't, but we just need to know that things like that happen. Now, we're going to start our own seeds this year, all of them. But we're blessed enough to have a little greenhouse to start with this year. We have one this year, but we didn't really get it up and going until May. So we done missed a lot. We started a lot in it, but we done missed a lot of early stuff we could have got out. I'm going to take you through my bean trellis one time before I take it out. I'm going to leave this trellis up for another week. There's still a lot of beans in there. Nancy and I have been so blessed. We had these 3 rows of white half runners, and right here we had 4 rows of Romas, and we got enough beans out of those Rome is actually in a few pullings out of these white half runners to get us through for a good long time. We put up, I think, 108 or 110 quart jars out of these, and I know that some folks' beans didn't make, and they came and got some beans out of it. They got a couple bushel, and I'm going to leave them stand for a week because I got all these, and there'll be someone needs to glean these beans, and I'll be more than happy to bless them with them. But I sure was blessed to have a bunch like this. Look at this. I'm down on my hands and knees in here. We put this trellis up. We thought we were so smart. We said we'll put it like this and it'll grow over the top and we'll be picking in the shade. Well, we was right about that part. But we never dreamed that these would get so heavy that this old nylon trellis would just bag, because we got it supported pretty good. But it's cute to look at, the way that it's built. And it has provided some shade, provided some place for the weeds, but we're going to let these beans fill out till the first of the month, and then we'll get the good pullings out of there. They got a big pollinator doing his job right there. Hey, Mr. B. And then we'll get them took out. But we got an awful late start on some pumpkins. We ought to have a few pumpkins. We ought to have us a few pumpkins by Thanksgiving, by the end of September, before our frost hits. We'll get some video of what our pumpkins look like. It's got warm. We come down to pull a few tomatoes. We got a few things we want to do. We're gonna have some tomatoes for lunch today.
Make some salsa.
Make some more salsa, and the kids are wanting some guac. We're gonna show you the watermelons. I showed you a little skid of them a while ago. Looking behind me at the melons. It's Nancy's melon patch. Let's come back around this way. And I'm showing you melon patch.
Show them the melon.
Okay. What are you picking, Nancy?
Jalapenos.
Jalapenos. Jalapenos. That little pepper just died plumb out, didn't it? Yep. Something cut him off at the ground.
Yeah.
How many jalapenos we gonna get? Man, look at them in there. Here, let's look. Let's let them see.
It's full of
Can you see in there? I don't know where I can see in there or not. Jalapenos, all of them hanging full. Yeah, look at the jalapenos. Well, gonna get some tomatoes. It's thundering back in through there. Got a hanging full of bales. I got to get this crabgrass out of here today, or it's gonna get taller than the weeds.
tomatoes.
Tomatoes. These big, pretty Cherokee purples, aren't they nice? Had a little. We didn't have no blossom end rot in that. It's just the way the tomato formed. But I'm gonna show you something here. You guys might be seeing a lot of this too. See the bust in it? A lot of my tomatoes are busting, so that's why I come down here. Earlier I mentioned that I was going to, there's that nerve busting too. Earlier I mentioned that I was going to do some green beans and stuff this afternoon, but we can make all the plans we want. Them just wasn't God's plans, was he? We just kind of, we do what we got. Hope you do what you got. I'll be right back. We got 9 or 10 of our bell plants that are really starting to pop. They got 8 or 10 bells on each one of them right now, big as your fist. And I want to get them off there, but in a day or two, if I get them off, they'll do a little more. I'll do some more blooming. Not a huge harvest, but we're coming on sparse, so we just got to make do with what we got. Just like this rain today. We wasn't planning on that. And we wasn't planning on having just a few tomatoes at a time. But that's the way it works. During this rain, we went down to the garden in between the little showers and grabbed, like I said, some tomatoes. We're just mixing our mix together. We've got some Cherokee purples and we've got some yellows. Thank you very much, kiddo. We got some Cherokee purples and some Rutgers. These are slicing tomatoes, but I'm not going to let any of this go to waste. This is going to be the year to put things back. We didn't get this going on here. We core our tomatoes and cut them up, then she bring them to a soft bowl. Just soften them up, make juice in here. Pretty warm. I cheat. I use a colander sitting here somewhere, but I can't stand there and go round and round and round and round with that colander. I can. I've done it for years and years, but I cheat just a little bit. Paper towel. That's a mess. Now this, I'm getting the same result. This is hot. You got to be careful, and it's a little bit of a mess. Let me have that there. When we got a lot of tomatoes to do, we've got clean 5-gallon buckets or big stock pots that we do this in. But this is already kind of cut down, and I can just pour this in here. And my colander. Uh-oh, you okay? Sorry about that. And my colander does the colander's job. And I'm getting just good tomatoes. We leave the skins on. Now, if we're doing tomatoes for whole or chunk slices, whatever you want to call it, we blanch them and take the skins off, and then we core them. You'll clean them up to put them in. But just in the juice like this, love it in chilies. Just to drink it, it's awesome. Just to get it out and drink a little bit of it. Just keep it working. I've tricked her. I've got her to doing this. and the great part about this is today is our 24th wedding anniversary, July the 27th, 1996. This girl married me.
And I've put up with him
She's managed to put up with
24
it.
plus years.
It's all right, but you know, you get what you put in. Into our marriage, into our lives that we've built together, into our garden, and everything we do. You get what you put in. You don't get a thing out of it. You don't put nothing in it. That's exactly what you're gonna get back out of it. What are you doing, babe?
I'm resting.
Resting.
Done canning for today.
You didn't can much. Oh,
Still
come
in
here, kitty
my
cat.
own process.
Kitty cat, kitty cat. Hey, come here, Tabby. Don't you love how cats just run to you whenever you call them? Guys, we're gonna get cleaned up, and I'm gonna take her out and do something other for her anniversary. She don't know it yet, so don't tell her. Okay.
Okay.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.